Bonjour à tous et à...
Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you here. You are most welcome in Tunisia. Now let me tell you about the Tunisian experience in cybersecurity field. As you know, today security is a major challenge for companies and for the overall actors surrounding the company. Security is no longer a message dedicated to IT experts only. Everyone is concerned now by cybersecurity. For that reason, the IT National Agency and my company are working on cyberspace security. It is a national coordinator to surveil the security of the Tunisian security internet space. There are other agencies such as the National Agency for Electronic Accreditation, which is the competency of national accreditation, the DOTI, which is a national agency of telecommunication to combat cybercriminality and cyberterrorism. Besides, with regard to personal data protection, we have the national high instance of personal data protection. We add to that each actor who's playing a role in cybersecurity. I'm going to give you some key dates actually since the birth of the National Agency of ICT Security. I can name you the Tunisian Computer Emergency Response Team, which is part of the National Agency of ICT. It's a unit of management based on objectives aiming at achieving the development of information security. It was set up in 1999, followed by the promulgation of the legislative frame and the creation or setting up of the agency by law number 5 dated 2004. 2 years later, the TUNCERT. It was set up in 2005 and founded member of Organization of Islamic Cooperation of the CERT community. In 2007, our TUNCERT that was created in 2005 adhered to the Forum First, the International Forum of Incident Response and Security Teams. 1 year later, the agency adhered to the Conference of UN of Development and Commerce, the PNUD. 1 year later, the agency attended the UN Development Commerce Committee. And again, 1 year later, the agency attended the UN Development Commerce Committee. And again, 1 year later, they attended the UN Development Commerce. In 2011, the project HoneyNet, and 2014, a second experience on the African continent for supporting Nigerian CERT and its implementation. And again, in 2014, we were the founding member of Africa-CERT. In 2015, we changed from the continent and we had to Europe. We became a listed member of the European Forum of CECIRT. And recently in 2017, we signed a partnership agreement or contract with our homologous partner from France, the National Agency of Space Cybersecurity. Well, these were a few dates to highlight the career of the agency. And actually, with regard to our global strategic vision, we make efforts to set up climate-based and confidence and trust for the usage of ICT to ensure either consumers, clients, state and partners. Our utmost aim is to protect them from cybernet threats. Tunisians shall be fully aware of cybernet threats, capable and knowledgeable to protect their accounts and those of their clients, and to good benefit of online services and e-commerce. We want to ensure, them to be able to secure their proper data as well as private data of their clients. We want to enhance them to work more with our online services. Also, one project ongoing, which is one of our ongoing projects. I think that was an overall view of Tunisian vision and strategic plan with regard to ICT security. What about the legislative framework? As I said earlier, the agency was set by a law dated 2004. Two major articles mentioned in this law stipulate the obligation of conducting an audit of the security of information system. This audit is destined to Tunisian companies, be it public or private. It shall be conducted on periodically each 12 years. Another article is as important concerning the declaration of incidents. It is mandatory to declare the incident that either we detected or either we have been victim of it. Two other major decrees follow this. The first one explains, clarifies into details the missions of the audit, who does what and who is targeted by that, and how to conduct this audit. That's a decree 49.2/2004. The second decree 1215 of the same year explain exactly the steps to be taken during the mission of the audit and the follow-up measures of those companies that were audited and mentioned in the report of the agency. The rest is about laws and rules for the agency, but also for other cybersecurity structures. The organic law concerning data protection, personal data protection, and other texts of law. These are a few target axes or pillars of our strategy. The first one, reinforcement of ICT security, protection of cybernetic space. Capacity building is pillar 3. Pillar 4 is a consolidation of the savoir-faire on security, and finally the rehabilitation of the legislative and legal frame law. how are we going to endorse or implement these pillars? How? You can see here an overall of our missions: detection, alert, threats and risks, management of risks of incidents, legal investigation, restoration of hijacked systems or systems that were damaged by incident, the national and international coordination to respond to incidents. Another how is a follow-up of the legal audit, then competency development or capacity building, consultation and advice to technical services and team, and declarations. Missions are distributed over the different structures of the agencies. We have 5 technical structures. The first one is the follow-up direction of audit and security of system of information. The second is the center of observation and alert, name it ISAC. Number 3, CECIRT. And number 4, division of study and technical for national projects, DIAT, and Africa CERT, the most important, of course, which domain CERT, and the team of emergency in ICT field. With regard to the follow-up of ICT information or information systems of critical infrastructure of vital organisms. How we conduct this follow-up? Well, first of all, we encourage companies to accredit a certification in order to set up their information security system that is provided by advice and monitor assistance in the evaluation of critical online service, and also we monitor the security project. Another level is capacity building and sensitization through providing training sessions on the field and campaigns of sensitizations and raising awareness on a personalized level, either for managers or technicians. Another main activity of the agency is the protection of the cybernet Tunisian space through the watch, supervision, detection of events and incidents, and the national reaction plan. With regard to the national framework of security, the agency of LENSI does not work individually, but in partnership with international and national partners. With regard to the international ones, let's start by the first, OEC CERT, LAPIS CERT, and all the community CERT at the international level, and the French ARCI, and our collaborators, our CERT at the national level. The Tunis CERT is the national CERT in Tunisia. We work with sectorial CERT, which is the huge project of the agency, which the support of the implementation of CERT for the different sectors of vital interest, such as finances, the social actors, administration and health sector. Each CERT, sectorial CERT, implements sessions and projects specific to them. For example, for finances, we work with banks, insurance and leasing system. For the social funds, the administrative sector, we assist them to protect the data of all the clients. TwinCert is the alert and control center, works in collaboration with national and international partners, operators, suppliers, and the target group is the manager and the high decision makers, besides to the professionals as technicians, and then the public such as family, children, educators. We communicate via different channels such as the mailing list of TwinCert. We have different sites, C.N, and we have two set websites destined to professionals. Another site is targeting families and parents, enfants.s.nc.tn, that we will discuss later. We have social networks, Facebook, all the social media, and the electronic press. Back to CERT and the national framework of cybersecurity. In front of you, you have a reminder of the services provided by CERT generally. You can see here in front of you is the overall of services of CERT. I think what is written in blue, it's about services ensured now by TwinCert and at the national level. One only activity or services which is partially insured by the agency, which is in yellow. We share it with National Agency of Telecommunication. The three other services in black color are not yet insured by us, but we are working seriously on that. Proactive services of TwinCert will be my subject of this slide. I'll focus on the services as promulgated in 2004 law. The first service is the audit of security information systems. Who shall conduct this audit and who is subject to this audit? Actually, all the public enterprises, the operators of telecom, the FSC, the companies in the network and interconnected to external network of telecommunication, and other companies that are automatized e-commerce and online services. Our activities of those automated enterprise. All these categories is subject to periodic and mandatory audits conducted by accredited audits, accredited by the agency. Now, we have around 700 audit expert reviewer in Tunisia and 20 office, and they work following up more than 400 companies by this audit. And here, this is a platform named Seher, and it is Veilleur. It's a technical platform developed by Tunisian competency in an open source environment that allows to conduct a follow-up of cyber attacks in real time.
À travers des composantes de cette plateforme de supervision des systèmes et réseaux nationaux.
So there are 4 components: Seher Web, Seher SRV, Seher EDS, and Seher Adenet. Seher is the name of the platform, which means le veilleur en français. We receive information from international partners of CERT. We conduct correlations of the data, and we prepare a reporting of event detection and tracking of and retracing of all the cybernetic attacks. With regard to the response to incidents, it is a mandatory service. We are bound by the obligation of the declaration of the incident by all the parties, companies or public. Following the technical support, there is a treatment of the accident report. Report then is sent back to the declarer of the incident. What we also do is a competency development, and we organize an annual event named the Cybersecurity Days. We recently organized one in October. We have also another event named Cyber Drill National and Cyber Drill Sectorial Cyber Drill. And we target the field of social affairs. The Children Protection, which is an initiative conducted online to protect children, it was launched since 2006. And we have also another site just reserved for children, parents, and families. We put online sensitization brochures and booklets. We conducted also a raising awareness campaign in 2015-2016 on very specific topics, and we printed books, copy books with messages targeting to children and parents. And lastly, TwinCert has been the first full African member who adhered Forum first since 2007. Many cooperation actions South-South being conducted. We were also listed as the first and second sponsor to Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and South Africa, and many other countries. Besides, we have been a founding member of Africa CERT since 2014. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope I haven't been too long. Now I am fully ready to answer all your questions.